What's up, guys? The May Patreon rewards are now available. Cyclonic Rift, Jace the Mind Sculptor, and Avacyn Angel of Hope are all available through the end of the month. If you'd like to support our channel and pick up these sweet proxies, you can do so at patreon.com/itresolves or by clicking the link in the description below. What's going on, guys? Welcome to part 2 with this Yorion Mill Sultai kind of list. Unfortunately, in the first video, first of all, if you didn't see it, please do check it out because we do kind of go over the deck a little bit more, but the list is in the description if you want to play it for yourself. We didn't actually get very lucky in the first video, if I'm honest, and that's okay. Having playtested this deck a little bit before, I do know for a fact it does have its time of like, okay, it can win. But unfortunately, that doesn't mean it's going to win every time. So we're going to do the best we can to get our win in this video. But we'll see what we can do here. I think here we're going to lean on the Arboreal Grazer over, you know, Fabled Passaging. Oh, definitely now. Let's do this. Let's drop this out and let's get our next land down. That way, next turn, we can start Risen Reefing and really get a lot of value. Risen Reef is such a stupidly good card. I love it. Simic Flash, assuming, I mean, that is a bit of an assumption, but that's, my guess is that's what we're against. Oh no, Adventures. Okay, well that kind of makes it a little bit better. Wow, okay. Interesting. Let's pay 2 here. Didn't have to, but I kind of like getting the Watery Grave down as early as possible. Alright, let's see what they want to do. Also, just want to mention, guys, I don't know if the video is up yet, but I recorded a video and it will be going up on the giveaway comments and things like that we've been getting. I just want to clear the air there a little bit, so it is out there for you guys to watch. It kind of transparently goes through our giveaway process, and I just wanted that to be as clear as possible, which is why it's out there. So just a heads up. If you're interested, please do check that out. Let's go ahead and drop Thassa. No attacks. We're going to be as mana efficient as possible, and this does still give us a good activation here. Be great to hit a land, and we do. Next turn we can Yarok if we would like, which is pretty awesome. That Lovestruck Beast coming down is potentially going to be, you know, a bit of a threat. But we'll see what we can do. This is a very interesting Simic Adventures list. Bit of a mill thing going on, bit of a aggro-y kind of thing going on. I don't really know, but really? Really? Nope, nope, nope. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. I don't know why that did that. We're just gonna block here. I guess they get in for 1. Let's drop you. And we'll drop Yarok here. Take action. Take action. No attacks. And we'll bounce the Risen Reef. Or excuse me, blink of the Risen Reef. So now we get 2 more activations. Ooh, good. Good, good. Oh, yes. Okay. So that's pretty good. We just have to survive the turn, essentially. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Tameo is quite good. See what they want to activate and pull out here.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Disdainful Stroke. Okay. Well, they didn't get Disdainful Stroke, so that's good. Sorry if we're losing some frame rates here. I'm going to go ahead and block this. It's not amazing, but I'd like to save ourselves the damage if we can help it. I'm going to drop this down. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Yes, I know they have a Tameo on the field, but like, I think this is kind of worth it. To just go for it there. Let's go ahead and throw this out as well. Cool. Yeah. How many cards are left in their deck? 22. Let's throw this here. Can they even kill this? Technically, no, right? We're gonna try and kill this Tamiyo here. And this may not work, but we're gonna attempt it. Sure. At least in that option, we gain a little bit of life, which is nice. So let's go ahead and do this. That's gonna leave them with 2 cards in their deck. So the hope is that we can win, but we'll see. They do get to pull something back with Tamiyo if they would like, but the great thing now is that we've already got everything on the board that we need to kind of take it over. So I'm not super worried about that. Sorry, by the way, for the frame rates. I do apologize. Unfortunately, sometimes they get a little bad. Depends on the matchup usually, but it is what it is. Well, at the very least this game, we're finally getting to see the mill plan actually work. Even if we don't win, we got them down to 1 card in their deck, which is exactly what this deck is trying to do. With Thassa, we're able to get this out and flicker it. And then with Yarok out, we're able to double up on these abilities. So it's literally 20 cards per turn, which is pretty awesome. Jace. Oh, really? They have the last card was a Jace? What? That's bullcrap. They win off of... Yeah. That's so annoying. How is the last card a Jace? That's some... Gosh darn it. We got to do the mill thing and then it backfired. Okay, well, you know, it happens. Unfortunately, that is the risk that you take when playing a mill deck, so... God, the last card. It wouldn't have mattered, I guess, anyway, because they did have Tamiyo out on the field, but... Man, that feels so bad. Do we keep this? 36 lands. We're gonna try it. This is such a sketchy keep. We do have Incubation to kind of pull some stuff if we need to, but we really just need a land, unfortunately. I don't know. We're gonna try. The frame rates are really bad too, so we may end up conceding out. We'll see. Torch runner. All right. Let's do this and hope we find like a Leafkin Druid. Yeah. We're pretty much going to take this over anything because mana. It's also just a blocker for this stuff. Ooh, in particular, Dreadhorde Arcanist. So this is like a feather deck, I'm guessing. That's pretty cool. All right. Let's play out a Leafkin Druid. Not much else we can do. Sorry for the frames, guys. I know they're bad. Normally I concede out, but we're a little bit more committed, and I don't want to just be like, oh, well, we're losing. I'm going to concede. Not trying to do that by any means. Yep. Yep. Nice. Very nice. Well, chances are we are going to lose pretty quickly anyway, so that's fine. Get to put a counter on something. Gonna make everything a 2/2? Yeah, they are. Okay. Well, that makes blocking easy because it really doesn't matter. Okay. Well, yeah, you got it. Land. Does that help tremendously? Not super really. Blah. I mean, we can do this. It really doesn't help all that much. They get a 3/3, which is kind of the bad part. We could just use it on our own creature too. You know what? We are gonna. I'm gonna guess that we lose that game. We'll count it, as a loss, but our frame rates are so bad anyway in this one that it's not worth sticking around for. So do apologize for having to dip out a little bit early in that one, but I don't really think that we were going to get there anyway. Let's jump into game 3. Still no wins with this deck, unfortunately. And that's okay. I mean, to be fair, game 1 was very, very close to a win. Unfortunately, didn't quite get there. We'll keep this. We have a Leafkin Druid to help us out, which makes this a little bit of an easier keep. If we didn't, I would be a little sketched out. Incubation helps a little bit as well, but we've got 2 unplayable cards at the moment. So, in the near future, unplayable, I should say. But Risen Reef and Leafkin Druid really, really help. Gives us a little bit of mana, hopefully gives us a little bit of mana, but also could potentially just draw us into more. So, I like it. I like it. Looks like a Lurrus deck, so I think the problem that we have is that mill... Oh, it's a Cycler's deck. Mill decks in general, at this present time in the meta, are a little bit sketchy. Mostly because a lot of Lurrus decks are out there and they're like, cool, mill me. So I think we run into the issue of it's just not an ideal time for mill decks. That being said, they're very fun. Like, I'm enjoying playing this deck. Yeah, it's not won like a single game, but it's kind of fun. And we've honestly, in playtesting this deck at least, we actually did get a few wins with it. That was prior to actually recording any content, unfortunately. But I'm trying to vet the decks a little bit heavier than we used to. Perfect. Interstaps. That's great. Very, very happy to see that. Yeah, I'm trying to vet the decks a little bit more because we've run into the issue of, like, these decks are all terrible a couple times. So we're trying to avoid that. But this deck I don't think is terrible, honestly. Despite having not won, I actually think it's fine. It just hasn't done well in the videos, unfortunately. And that's okay. It happens, people. It happens. Doesn't really matter what we get here. And we can play out Yarok, which I do think is the goal. Yarok is a really, really cool include in this list, by the way. Just because it lets you double up on so many things. I mean, we just saw it there. We get double value out of a 1/1. You know what I mean? And already this has gotten us 2 lands and a card, which is ridiculous if you look at the value that you get off of Risen Reef. This is a problem card. We do kind of have to figure out a way to effectively deal with it. And really what we're going to be worried about is that Zenith Flare coming down at some point, which is definitely a problem card. That card is stupid good. Yarok does gain us a little bit of life, which is somewhat helpful. Do we just Gyruda is the question. I'm gonna say yes. I don't know if this is correct because we have to be really careful about Zenith Flares. What's good about this though is we got Thassa. Get a Fblthp. Draw a card. Draw 2 cards. Put a land on the battlefield. We'll attack here. Let's bounce Gyruda again. Get 2 more triggers off of this. I mean, keep the original, but we still get 3 more activations now. We didn't hit anything in ours, did we? No. Thassa's not really helpful, is it? We'll do this. Okay, well, they can just Zenith Flare. Yep. So this is why I think Mill is not good right now. It's really bad in so many matchups. Okay, but here's the thing. let's look at the deck in an isolated environment. Did we get to do what we wanted to do with the deck? In this video, twice. Yes, we did. And it actually like was pretty solid. Like even just in that last game, we milled I don't know how many cards, but we got a lot of value off of just a couple silly cards. And that was the idea. That's the whole point of the deck, is to mill out the opponent and just have fun with it. Is this deck competitive? Absolutely not. Most of the reason I don't think it could ever be, one, it's a little bit janky in the start, but two, mill is not good right now. I think we're just realizing mill is not necessarily a very good archetype right now for a lot of reasons. Unless, and I will say this, unless you can exile the graveyard. I think that is great. If you get like a Leyline of the Void out or something like that, perfect. Ashiok, fantastic. Maybe this deck needs an Ashiok. But my thing is, you know, against a Cycler's deck, we saw it be absolutely terrible because Zenith Flare just gets so much better. Against any Lurrus deck, you're looking at, okay, let me ditch your Cauldron Familiars for you, and then you can just Witch's Oven, sacrifice anything, and it's fine. You get the combo started. What was the deck we play? I can't remember. There's a lot of decks, is my point, that I don't think mill is very, very good against in the current standard environment. So I think that's a big takeaway of playing a deck like this. Was this deck ever meant to be competitive? No, and that's fine. This is all about having some fun and milling some people out, which I just love doing. Didn't work, the Jace deck, that's the one I was thinking of. That's the other one. Anytime you have a Jace, that's a problem. Regardless, this was just fun. It was a fun deck. We didn't get any wins. Who cares? That's not the point all the time. I think the point is sometimes just to enjoy the deck and have some fun. We got to mill out, not mill out, but we got to mill some opponents and really do some powerful stuff, and that was the point. That was what I was hoping we could do. Would have been great to get a win, but we didn't. So that's the takeaway for me. Don't recommend this deck. I just don't. But if you're just into mill and just kind of having some fun, you'll get some wins off of this for sure. But it's definitely not meant to be like super competitive. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure again to check out that giveaway video that we kind of update you guys on, because I just feel like some people need a little bit of updating in that regard. Not trying to call anybody out, just want to make sure that you guys understand our process for our giveaways a little bit better, because we've had some comments questioning about it, and so I just want to make sure that that's very, very transparent. So regardless, I do appreciate everybody entering the giveaway. Make sure to join our Discord. Make sure to check out our website if you're interested in picking up some of those space lands. They're all available now. We certainly would appreciate it. So thanks a lot, guys. I will see you very, very soon in the next gameplay video.